Welcome to our podcast. You can't be focused long. Some days your mind feels like it's been hijacked by 100 tiny thoughts that all speak at once and none make sense. You sit down to do something important, just one task. And before you know it, you've scrolled through 3 reels, checked your inbox twice, and somehow ended up reading about why flamingos stand on one leg. And the worst part isn't the distraction itself, it's the guilt that follows. The heavy silence afterward, when the browser is closed and the world goes still, but your brain is still loud and restless and disappointed in itself. You wonder why you can't hold on to a single thread of thought for more than 5 minutes, why your concentration feels fragile, like a soap bubble, bright and clear for a second, then gone. You used to be better at this. You remember being able to lose yourself in a book for hours. Now, even reading 2 paragraphs feels like pushing a boulder uphill with buttered hands. Everyone talks about just focus, like it's a button you haven't found yet, as if you've simply forgotten where the switch is. But the truth is, you've been trying. You've been trying so hard that trying itself has become exhausting. Sometimes it feels like your mind is allergic to stillness. The moment things get quiet, it panics. So it runs toward noise, toward stimulation, toward anything. But the silence where the real work waits, you blame yourself. You call it laziness, weakness, lack of discipline. But maybe it's not about being lazy. Maybe your mind has simply forgotten how to breathe in a world that never stops shouting. There's a strange kind of grief that comes from not being able to show up for the things that matter to you. Not because you don't want to, but because your brain just won't stay with you long enough to carry it through. It's like being followed by fog. You know the road is there, but you can't see more than 2 steps ahead. But sometimes awareness isn't enough. You know you're distracted. You feel the frustration, but you don't know what to do with it. So let's stop here for a second and talk about what actually helps. Focus is not just a mental state. It's physical. It's emotional. It's deeply connected to your environment, your habits, your sleep, your hormones, your nutrition, and yes, your phone. One of the most powerful things you can do is to design your space for attention, not by making it perfect, but by removing friction. Start small. Silence notifications. Put your phone in another room for 25 minutes. Not forever, just 25. This is called the Pomodoro technique. You work for 25 minutes, then rest for 5. It's not about pushing harder. It's about creating rhythm. Your brain loves rhythm. It works with cycles, not marathons. You don't need to feel inspired to start. You just need to start, even if you don't feel ready. Another thing that helps? Externalize your tasks. Don't try to hold everything in your head. Write it down. Use paper, apps, whiteboards, sticky notes, whatever works. Your brain isn't a storage unit. It's a thinking machine. When you clear space inside, you give your attention room to land, then reduce decisions. Decision fatigue is real. Every little choice, what to wear, what to eat, what to do next. It drains your mental battery, so automate what you can. Set up systems, meal prep, schedule your deep work time at the same hour every day. Your brain loves patterns. It calms down when it knows what's coming. And don't underestimate the power of movement. Focus lives in your nervous system. If your body is tense and stagnant, your mind will be restless. Take short walks, stretch, do nothing for 5 minutes and just breathe. Let your body reset so your brain can follow. And of course, sleep. We glorify hustle, but nothing kills focus faster than exhaustion. Sleep isn't laziness, it's repair. If you're tired, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that plans, focuses, prioritizes, goes offline. It's like trying to drive a car with no fuel and dirty windows. So sleep, not just at night, but throughout your day. Micro breaks, 5 minutes of stillness. Close your eyes, let your system breathe. Another habit? Mindful transitions. Most of us jump from one task to another without resetting. That creates cognitive residue, mental leftovers, that cloud your next moment. So pause. When you finish something, close it completely. Take a breath, then move on. Clean transitions, clean mind. And maybe the most powerful shift of all, work with your brain, not against it. Some people focus better in the morning, some in the evening. Some need silence, some need background music. There's no universal formula. There's only what works for you. Experiment, track, pay attention to your own patterns, then build your life around them, not around someone else's productivity vlog. And yes, be kind to yourself when it slips, because it will. You'll get distracted. You'll forget. You'll fall back into noise. That's okay. What matters is how gently you return, how quickly you notice, how patiently you try again. That's how real focus is built. Not by forcing, but by trusting. Not by punishing, but by practicing. Because attention is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better with time, with structure, with rest, and with care. And maybe today, that care looks like a list, or a walk, or turning your phone off for 30 minutes, and just breathing. Because you don't need to do more to feel worthy. You just need to show up fully for what you've already chosen to do. That's focus. That's enough. And you, just as you are not too broken to find it again. And now it's time for questions. Here are 3 quick questions to help you review the vocabulary from today's episode. Question 1. What does the word friction most likely mean in this context? A warm feeling of comfort. B, a small physical space. C, resistance or something that gets in the way. Question 2. What is the best definition of cognitive residue? A, thoughts that help us remember important things. B, leftover mental energy that helps us focus. C, distractions that remain after switching tasks. Question 3. What does externalize your tasks mean? A, to share your work with other people. B, to write your tasks down instead of keeping them in your head. C, to do your tasks outside the house. Let's share your answers in the comments below. I'd love to see what you noticed, what you felt, and what words stayed with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.